Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Bachelor Nation Official. Please subscribe our channel. Devin Strader, the Bachelorette, talks about the Jenn Tran finale backlash after silence. After splitting from Jenn Tran of the Bachelorette, Devin Strader offered his version of events, stating in a video that he thinks they could both be held accountable for calling it quits on their engagement. Just a week following the astounding, Devin is providing his version of events, following the revelation during the final Rose reunion special that he had broken up with Bachelorette Jenn Tran. The 28-year-old admitted that there are plenty of people upset with me right now in a 13-minute video posted to Instagram on September 10th. However, he said he was hoping to use the opportunity to take accountability and apologize for some of the things that I wasn't able to say, and to provide a little more context to the situation. Devin defended himself by saying he wanted to have the breakup talk in person, and did make an effort to get up with Jenn after she claimed he abandoned her during a 15-minute phone chat in the beginning of August. But he claimed Jenn begged him to call her as she could read the writing on the wall. "I didn't really know what else to do," he stated. "She kind of forced my hand." Additionally, Devin denied Jenn's assertion that he ended their relationship after they got engaged in Hawaii. He claimed he was attempting to move on with his life, and that he didn't really start to distance himself until a few weeks after their separation. "As hard as that is to say, I needed that for my own happiness," he stated. Again, a relationship is two people. Two people are involved. Devin included purported text exchanges between Jenn and him in his film, detailing their relationship from the beginning, when things were happier, to the end, when they broke up, and even the brief chat they had after the Bachelorette special. Furthermore, he shared all the private chats for a very precise reason. As Devin pointed out, he told the audience, "By no means am I looking to denounce Jenn in any way. I'm not aiming to criticize her or say anything bad about her in any manner. Here, what I'm attempting to demonstrate is that this was a mutually beneficial partnership for which I believe we are both responsible." Regarding his actions after the final rose, Devin clarified that he was ignorant of what would transpire on stage and mistakenly believed the ex-couples were amicable. "I had no idea what any of the conversation had been prior leading up to that point," he said. "Everything that we've spoken about post-breakup has led me to believe that we were on good terms." Devin expressed dissatisfaction with the portrayal of their relationship, particularly after discovering that he was Jenn's second choice and having to watch myself place second behind Marcus Schauberg, who finished the season as the runner-up, when he viewed past episodes from this season. "I don't fault her for the feelings that she had towards Marcus," he stated, "but I wasn't informed of that even during our relationship." Devin pointed out that knowledge colored some of his calloused actions before to their on-screen encounter with Jenn. While Devin still loves Jenn, he also thinks he made the correct decision for himself in retrospect, even if he acknowledges that he probably shouldn't have followed Maria Jorgas on Instagram following their breakup. Nevertheless, he hopes that by coming up with his thoughts, he will be able to refute the rumors that have been circulating about their relationship. Finally, he said, "And to Jenn, I truly really apologize for how things turned out. My goal was to never cause you any pain, and I apologize for any hurt I may have caused." Regarding Jenn, she disclosed on the Off the Vine podcast hosted by Caitlin Bristow on September 10th that she did get in touch with Devin after the final Rose special because she wanted to wish him the best. She continued, "And then I started getting DMs from girls and all this stuff that upset me, so I decided to stop. Thus, no, we haven't spoken. There are more former Bachelor Nation couples besides Devin and Jenn. See which couples made it and didn't after the performance by continuing to read." Greg Grippo, who had been one of Katie Thurston's suitors on The Bachelorette the year before, appeared alongside Victoria Fuller on the 8th season finale of Bachelor in Paradise in November 2022. It was there when the two declared their relationship. He disclosed that the two had called it quits in April 2024. Victoria Fuller called it quits on her engagement to co-star Johnny DeFilippo prior to her and Greg Grippo making their romance public during the 8th season finale of Bachelor in Paradise. During the first season of The Golden Bachelor, in November 2023, Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist exchanged vows. Their televised wedding took place in January 2024. But the couple declared their breakup 3 months after being married. We've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth. Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, Jerry remarked in April 2024 during a joint appearance on Good Morning America with Teresa. We've decided that it's probably time for us to call it quits on our marriage. Tennis player Joey Graziadei discovered his ideal match in project manager Kelsey Anderson after pursuing 32 possible spouses. Joey said to his last rose recipient, "I can't wait another minute to tell you that I love you," just before proposing during his season's March 2024 finale. "Something about you appeals to me. I smile at the contagious enthusiasm you exude. I've never had this feeling before. I have known for a while that I've wanted to have a beautiful life, but I truly didn't know how beautiful that life could be until I met you," he said, envisioning his forever with the Louisiana native. While they didn't click until halfway through Season 9 of Bachelor in Paradise, underwater welder John Henry Spurlock, one of Charity Lawson's suitors, and nurse Kat Izzo, she vied for Zach Shallcross's heart, were prepared to go all in. "I'm going to try something a little different," he declared, presenting an Asher-cut diamond from Neil Lane. "Today, I'm doing what my heart says. You are everything I've been seeking for. My heart is telling me. You are fantastic." However, the pair disclosed that they could no longer see eternity in each other's eyes a few days after the finale aired. "While our paths are taking different directions due to our career goals not aligning," they wrote in a joint statement to Instagram, "we are grateful for the love and support we've received from our family, friends, and Bachelor Nation." Eliza Isake, Clayton Echard's ex-girlfriend, was nervous about being engaged in Paradise, but she gladly accepted Aaron Bryant's proposal on the oceanfront, even though she was dressed entirely in white. She was moved by the software salesman's choice to ask her mother for approval and exclaimed, "I knew I was not in control of what was going to come out of my mouth." After returning from Mexico, Charity's ex-boyfriend and marketing manager Eliza had some difficulties, as the finale's coda recognized. A few days later, they declared their engagement had been formally called off. December 2023. "Tricky emotions watching it all unfold," he posted on Instagram. "We're leading our amicable split with nothing but positivity and mutual respect for one another." Postpartum nurse Kylie Russell took a hard line against boyfriend Avon Jones for not proposing on Paradise, even though he was allegedly ready to do so when he was courting Bachelorette Rachel Recchia. Nevertheless, she accepted Avon's offer to get out of here and make it work. "I just had to do what I felt was right," she explained, despite the fact that it meant her intended engagement gown stayed packed. "Love is all about taking risk." She revealed on her Instagram stories 2 days after their December 2023 finale that their relationship had dissolved due to multiple infidelities. Later on, Avon wrote Kylie an apology saying, "I have made major mistakes in the relationship and hurt someone who was very close to me. I am happy with how this season turns out." Charity Lawson hinted at her August 2023 finale in a statement that was grossly undersold to E! News. Integrative medicine expert Doten Olyabiko declared their love to be perfect, bending down to ask the child and family therapist, "Would you do me the honor of turning this fairy tale into a reality?" The couple stated that they are thinking about getting married in 2025 or 2026, but before that, the Georgia native will take a spin around the Dancing with the Stars ballroom. During The Bachelorette, after the final rose, Doten comforted Charity, saying, "All right, baby. I am aware that you enjoy getting down, dancing, and cutting up. We've discussed this before, how wonderful this opportunity would be. And it gives me great pleasure to inform you that you will be competing on Dancing with the Stars. Let's go, baby." Zach will get his happily ever after. Zach Shallcross concluded Season 27 in March 2023 down on one knee, despite a number of missteps pertaining to Fantasy Suite. Telling travel nurse Katie Bigger, "I am so in love with you. My universe revolves around you. I could never have imagined the kind of affection I have for you." The Texas-based couple took a significant step forward in July 2023 when Katie posted on Instagram, saying, officially roommates. Oh, Dad and Mom. Michael Alio, a single father who shares a 7-year-old son named James with his late wife, and Danielle Maltby, who lost her fiancé to a drug overdose years before competing on Nick Viall's season, seemed destined for Bachelor Nation couple goals status, even though they left BIP Season 7 hand-in-lane diamond-free hand. However, Maltby revealed they were divorcing a year after moving to Ohio to be with Alio from Nashville. We put a lot of ourselves into this relationship, and when it doesn't work out, it's really awful, Alio stated in a podcast episode from September 2023 featuring Jason Tartick's Trading Secrets. When things don't work out, when you realize that love is there, but you're not necessarily compatible, you mourn the loss, not of just that person and that friend in your life, but also the future that you had envisioned. Until the end of time, I will love you. Season 7 of Paradise featured Brandon Jones popping the question to his best friend, Serene Russell. I will love you until my last breath and I want to start forever with you, he declared. Unfortunately, their trip was cut short. In a joint statement released in May 2023, Serene, who dated Clayton Echard and Brandon, the runner-up on Michelle Young's season, confirmed their breakup 5 months after their engagement went public. We have tried to work privately on our relationship, which has been incredibly challenging in the public eye, they posted to Instagram. Since there is a great deal of affection between the two of us, this has been extremely difficult to comprehend and heartbreaking. We can only pray that there not be hate since we are in such pain. After general contractor Tino Franco made out with another lady while their 2022 season was still airing, pilot Rachel's engagement to him came to an abrupt end. He declared on the Viall Files, "I do not stand by what I did at all. It wasn't cool. Rachel wasn't treated fairly, and I'm still plagued by it every day. I feel embarrassed about it and wish I could take it back and do it over and over again." Yes, it was quite the journey. In the 2022 finale, Susie Evans turned down Bachelor Clayton Echard's advances at first, but they eventually reconciled off-screen before breaking up for good 6 months later. However, the videographer from Los Angeles maintains that their split was appropriate. In November 2022, I was far from thriving, and the people around me could see it, she wrote on her blog. Susie was like. She admitted that she had joyous moments often, but deep down I was struggling and felt misaligned with the best version of me. After that, Susie started dating Justin Glaze, a contestant on Bachelor Nation, and the two of them announced their split in August 2024. Nate Alyakoya, a sales executive from Texas, gave Minnesotan elementary school teacher Michelle a Neil Lane sparkler. She also received a $200,000 payment from the producers to use toward their future house. Ultimately, though, the couple announced their split 6 months after the season finale aired in December 2021, because they simply didn't have the correct foundation. There was lots of ups and downs, lots of arguments, lots of fights, and just not really clicking, not really seeing eye to eye, Nate admitted on the Viall Files, calling the decision to forego that last split talk in person a dick move. The idea of Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian of A World Full of Romantic Sunday Mornings was warmly received by viewers. However, the BIP Season 7 team ended up spending barely a few dozen weekends together. A joint statement from January 2022 stated, "We have decided to go our separate ways." From Tayshia Adams's suitor, Riley's legal representation and patient coordinator Marissa, who courted Peter Weber. "Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves." The first same-sex pair in Bachelor Nation got engaged during Season 6 of Bachelor in Paradise, but they broke up on Halloween of this year. Our relationship has always been centered around our love and care for one another. Doing what is best for us comes first. We have determined it is best for us to take a step back from our relationship with a heavy heart full of love for one another, they stated in a joint statement that was shared on Instagram. "We ultimately want what is best for us in the long run, and for us right now, that means being apart and growing individually."